Even, okay, I am very sure Kirima family already has a case in court. For the family case, wanapigania hii mali. Paka saa hii haijawahi.
But they have been given this land. Now they have been given.
Listen first. They have been given this land. Also, wako na shida ya kupigania masamba kama haya na nyumba ziko na road. What I'm trying to say, I know at the end of the day they will sell this land. And there are people who are already settled there. So, yani ile kukaa nilikuwa ninasema ni kukuja pamoja wakae. Wakisaa kaa wale ambao wamejenga waambiwe lipa. Ni afadhali walipishe walipe wapaki.
Yani, but again, how can you pay for land twice? Now that they were not given free made the squatters, I want to believe. Now they have done buildings and
but now they have residents. They are supposed to pay.
And again, don't
if
you
not
see?
So, even not so, the houses will be demolished.
Yeah, they will be demolished if they are going to be.
So that's why I'm saying, there is hakuna kitu iko impossible. So wakuje pamoja nimefanya nilipe pesa ngapi? They start paying.
That's according to your thinking.
Yani kila kitu ni kuelewana. Waelewana.
But again, it's not something to laugh at, something that is affecting many Kenyans. Don't you see this now becoming a threat to land, business, and property sellers in Nairobi?
Yeah.
People went to fear not to purchase land.
A threat to the business community, investors, trade, and many people, all types of businesses.
Now, how best can the government do maybe to control this buying and selling of land that does not belong to the original owners?
You know, the worst people is the government officials who are working with the lands. Remember, these people have title deeds. Who issues this title deeds? Where do these title deeds come from? They are given by the government through corruption, through backdoors. And imagine their title deeds, some of them have mpaka green card. So what we are saying, already machi yameshamwagika hayasoreki. Let the government iangalie vile itasolve hii problem. Kwa maana at the end of the day, Kirima family is selling this land. I'm telling you, it can't take even 1 month from now. It is selling. So those people who are already there, wamejenga nyumba wakuje waseme jamani, mumeona vile ilivyo. Wapewe at least wali instead of demolishing. Yani we look for a solution that cannot hurt anybody.
That's sympathy. Yeah. In business, there's no sympathy.
Not even sympathy. Not even
how do we call that term now?
It's the term of agreeing when I agree on assignment.
So that's according to Henry trying to give us. But anyway, we want to be sure on how to purchase our land in our country and be able to find businesses that are doing well in our country without a threat to be evacuated or given an evacuation letter at any time at the moment. Now, quickly before we finish, we are expecting some rulings to be made, and we saw the National Dialogue team also asking for an extension of extra 30 days so that they can be able to finish up with the report and bring it to the public. One of the few things that we expect from it is that there's going to be an amendment in the Constitution that's going to allow the creation of the office of the official opposition leader. Now, the problem here lies. Who will be the deputy opposition leader? Now, that's my question to you before we come to the end.
I don't think whether we can suggest, but the opposition will organize itself. You know, as like now, Raila is the presidential candidate. He has a debut. Already they are lining it up.
Now, maybe I've forgotten, and maybe I'm about to forget. Who in Azimio, who was the running mate
for Raila? Martha Karua.
Where was the position for Kalonzo?
Prime Minister.
Was to become a prime minister.
Yeah, that's what they proposed.
So the prime minister is nowhere goes to.
You know what the government is doing? Is doing exactly what PPI proposed, but they ignored it at that time. But they are coming with it from the back door. So why am I saying they are coming with it from the back door? You see already they have given Mudavadi the docket of prime minister, which is not in our constitution.
No, Mudavadi is not a prime minister; he's a prime cabinet
A
secretary.
prime cabinet secretary. That's why they are having. Okay.
So it's only a name.
It's only a name. My brother, all allowances is given and everything is in charge of the ministry, the ministers. So, what we are saying, in order to have regional balancing, yeah, you know, politicians are looking for regional balancing money. Yeah, every region wants to hear. They have their own person presenting them in the government. So, what we are saying, uh, if they agree on a prime minister, that was a suggestion by BBI, and the debut obviously comes, is chosen by the opposition, and the how do we call it? The opposition leaders in the office.
But you see, Martha Karua came out and said that the national dialogue is taking too long, meaning she's not satisfied. And maybe she has sensed danger that she's not going to be sorted. Remember, Kalonzo Musyoka is the one leading the debate, and
It's one of the chairman.
is the chairman for Azimio. So you cannot have a deal whereby you don't want you to be sorted out. So from my own thinking, Kalonzo will be fighting maybe to be the deputy now that Raila is the one to be the official opposition leader. Now, Martha Karua might not be sorted. But we want to see those political developments growing up day and by, building up and giving us what will be expected. Now, my last question to you, Henry. What will happen to Azimio if Martha Karua is not sorted out? Will she want to stay in Azimio? She will want to
Yes,
move out?
let me answer that question and asking another question. Don't you think these politicians started these campaigns earlier? And because of these earlier campaigns, this is what is creating or has brought all of these problems. This is not time for campaign. You see, because they start, we finish election today, next week, we are in, as if we are in
Campaign mode.
Campaign mode.
Yes.
All of these problems are arising and coming because of earlier campaigns, and which is not good for the country, which even creates a tension of political differences within the country. Now you see people are suspecting themselves, maybe like Martha Karua, as you have said, yeah? Who has told her that she will not be the deputy, and what if Raila will not stand for presidential or fight for presidential? She might be the deputy, yes. So it is what I'm saying. It is earlier. This is what it is earlier. It's earlier to suggest who will be what, and who will be who.
We are always in a campaign mood as a country. When we get out of an election, we keep on campaigning until the next time that we don't even allow time for elected leaders to perform their roles. But again, they're the ones who are campaigning and giving us the country to be in campaign mood. Now, we want to hope and believe that these discussions are helping us as a country to make informed decisions on how to move our policies forward, to able to cater for all the needs of each Kenyan, and to feel that indeed I'm a citizen for this country. I want to believe that these discussions also are not biased, they're not favoring any side, but they are neutral discussions that are meant to help us make better policies. With me was Henry Nyamweya. My name is Emmanuel Bosire. Thank you for joining in Kenya News Alert together with Channel 7 News East Africa. Until we meet again the next program, we say goodbye.